Hi, this is your host, Bob, back from the dead. Most people die with regrets. They look back over their lives and think about all of the things they wish they had done differently. But you, unbe one of those people. Because today you are going to find out how to die laughing. That's right, today we're talking about dying. And not just any death, but yours. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn how to kick the bucket with a smile on your face. It could save your life. You know that old saying, dying is easy, comedy isn't. Well, it turns out that dying laughing is actually much harder than it looks. After all, you can't exactly rehearse for it. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we're going to teach you how to have the last laugh even after you're gone. You may think we're joking, but this is serious business. No, really, it is serious. So keep watching if you want to learn how to die laughing. Dying Laughing by Julia S. When it comes to dying, there are two things you should never do. First, don't try to predict when it will happen. Even if you could somehow see into the future, the odds are that if you try to time your death, you'll end up being wrong. For example, if you decide to quit your job and travel the world in search of adventure, only to be killed in a freak banana peel accident on your first day, then all of your careful planning would have been for nothing. And let's face it, who wants to go out like that? The second thing you should never do is try to make your death funny. Even if you're a comedian, the chances of you dying in a way that makes others laugh are slim to none. After all, what's funnier than a dead body? Nothing. Unless, of course, that dead body was trying to be funny. Then it'd be worse than painful. But even if you follow these two rules, you still might end up dying without a smile on your face. It's just one of the risks of being alive. Like anything else though, you can reduce the odds against you if you prepare yourself in advance. And that's where this video comes in. Here are 5 ways to die laughing. No. 5. Don't take life too seriously. This is the golden rule of dying laughing. If you want to go out with a smile on your face, you need to live your life with a sense of humor. That doesn't mean you shouldn't ever be serious. After all, there are some things in life that are worth taking seriously, like your health or the safety of those around you. But it does mean that you shouldn't let the little things in life bother you. When things go wrong, instead of getting angry or upset, try to see the humor in the situation. Try to find something to laugh about and enjoy the moment. If you can do that, then when it comes time to die, you'll be able to look back on your life with fondness and humor. And that's the best way to go. Number 4. Accept the absurdity of existence. One of the best things about being human is that we're capable of experiencing the absurd. We can appreciate the irony of life and use it to make ourselves laugh. For example, think about all of the times that you've been late to something important only to find out that it was canceled anyway. Or maybe you've been stuck in traffic wondering why you did just stay in bed this morning. These are the moments that make life worth living. So when it comes time to die, remember to accept the absurdity of existence with a smile on your face. Embrace the irony of life and laugh at the ridiculous situations that you find yourself in. That's the best revenge. No. 3. Laugh at yourself. This is probably one of the most important things that you can do if you want to die laughing. After all, nobody's perfect, and we're all bound to make mistakes. But how we react to those mistakes is what really matters. So when you find yourself in a bad situation, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, try to laugh it off. Make fun of yourself and the situation you're in. And if you can do that, then even if you die as a result, at least you'll go out with a sense of humor. No. To be kind to others. One of the best ways to ensure that you die happy is to spend your life helping others. There's nothing funnier than making someone else laugh. So if you want to die laughing, then try to bring joy to others whenever you can. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should go around trying to be funny all the time. In fact, that's probably the worst thing you could do. Just be yourself and try to be a positive force in the world. Help out whenever you can and make people laugh when you have something that might cheer them up. If you do that, then you'll go out knowing that you made the world a better place. And that's something to smile about. And finally, number 1, make peace with God. If you want to die laughing, then you need to be on good terms with God. Now, we're not talking about religion here. We're just referring to the universe or whatever higher power you believe in. If you want to die laughing, then you need to make sure that you're not harboring any anger or resentment towards the divine. This is important because no matter what your beliefs are, when it comes time to die, you're going to have to face the music. And if you're not on good terms with God, then he may just have a few jokes up his sleeve that you won't be able to laugh at. So before you die, make sure you've said your prayers, done your good deeds, and made peace with the Almighty. That way, when it comes time for your final curtain call, you'll be able to go out with a smile on your face. Dying Laughing by Dennis W. When it comes to dying, our instinct is usually to try and avoid thinking about it altogether. After all, death is something that none of us can control, and that can be scary. However, there is a certain morbid fascination with death that humans have always had. Perhaps it's because we know that our time is limited, or perhaps it's because we're just plain nosy. Whatever the reason, there's no denying that we love to learn about death. If you're looking for a good laugh, you might want to check out some of the funniest ways that people have died. From slip on a wet floor to being crushed by their own farts, there are plenty of ways to go out with a smile on your face. Some of these deaths are so bizarre that you can't help but laugh. Take, for example, the man who died after falling out of a tree while trying to retrieve his kite, or the woman who choked to death on a piece of cheese while watching TV. These deaths are not only funny, but they're also cautionary tales. They remind us to be careful and not to take risks. Of course, not all funny deaths are so lighthearted. Take, for example, the case of the man who died after being struck by lightning while playing golf, or the woman who was killed by a falling cow. These deaths are tragic, but they're also hilarious. There's just something about the image of a cow falling from the sky that makes us giggle. In the end, death is something that we're all going to have to face eventually. But if we can find humor in the situation, we can make the transition a little bit easier. So next time you're feeling down, just remember, death can be funny, too. Well, that's it for this video. We hope that you enjoyed learning about some of the funniest ways that people have died. Remember, life is short, so make sure to laugh often. Until next time.